Hello and welcome to My Delicious Food. As promised, we're making fish tacos today. I know you see a lot of ingredients here, a lot of stuff going on, but don't be intimidated. It's just I want to show you two different ways of making fish tacos, and I want to show you how to make a couple of sauces to go with it. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that you select a good firm white fish. Like I chose cod. I love cod because it's a little firmer, it's flakier, and it's not as fishy. So sometimes, you know, people don't want to eat fish because it's too fishy. God forbid, right? All right, so what I did here is I'm going to make them two ways. So one way is going to be baked, so we leave that piece of fish whole, and the other one we're going to make pan fried, and so I cut that into strips so that they can fit nicely into our tacos. So we're going to start with the baked fish first. We're just going to use a baking dish, or I use a cookie sheet because you don't really need it to be that deep or anything, and so this works just fine. We put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, just so the fish doesn't stick. Okay. And then we take our fish, it's been patted dry so that anything I put on it will stick to it nicely and it won't be all mushy. All right, and now we're going to make the paste that goes on top of that. And it's really very, very, very simple. So I'm going to take my bowl here. All right. And the first thing that we're going to add is, believe it or not, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is it's really good, believe it or not, for baking stuff. I use it on chicken too. Just about, I'm going to say that's about a quarter cup. Maybe not even. No, I think it is about a quarter cup. I should have measured it. And then to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika. Okay. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. 1 teaspoon of cumin. These are all, it's ground cumin, not like the seed kind. I mean, you can grind it if you want ahead of time, but this works easier. And then we're going to add some lime. Where's my handy tool? Found it. All right, so now we're going to squeeze our lime in here. Just about half a lime. I know I make those weird faces when I do this. I wish I could stop doing that. All right, I'll put that over there. And then we're going to add some salt. About half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix it all together. You want to get rid of all the lumps, so I use this little whisk. I want it to be a nice paste to spread on top of the fish. Today's kind of rainy and dreary here today, so I wanted to wear something bright, and my mom sent me this dress from Mexico, and I thought it was a nice bright dress to wear for today. Plus, I miss my mom. For those of you that know me, you know that I call her the Ancient One, and I really, really miss her. I haven't been home in quite some time. So, anyway, this just made me feel closer to her. All right, so we're done with our paste. Now we're going to spread it on our fish. Usually when I make fish tacos this way, I make, you know, a larger piece of cod, but in these times, we got to conserve our cod and use it for other things too. So you just spread it on there generously. All right, set that aside. Sprinkle a little cilantro on it. And in the oven she goes for about 375 for about 15-20 minutes, just till the fish starts to flake when you use your fork on it, so just keep an eye on it. All right, and I've already made some fish ahead of time, and this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. It's got this nice orangey look to it. And what I do at this point is I let it cool a little bit, not too much, and then I take some forks and I flake it. Because we're going to use it. See how they're nice and flaky? I love that. Okay. All right. And we're going to set that aside because we want to work on our other fish that we're going to use for the tacos, and then we'll assemble them together. So the next fish we're gonna, okay, so now we're gonna work on the fried fish portion of the fish tacos. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut the cod into strips, and I'm marinating it. And the marinade, you don't marinate very long, like 10 minutes, because you don't want the fish to cook all the way through. And I will give you the ingredients for that if you shoot me an email at mydeliciousfood@gmail.com, because I don't want to make this video too long for you. But it's basically white wine, some vinegar, some lime, some cilantro, garlic, salt, and red pepper flakes. And you can eliminate the red pepper flakes. It really doesn't make it spicy. It just gives it a nice little zing. Okay, so it's been marinated for 10 minutes, and then we take them out, and I've already assembled the ingredients to bread them in. So I've taken some, I'm using coconut flour so that it's gluten-free, and I just added some salt and pepper to that. We have our egg, and then we have, oops, I swapped them. Hang on a second. It goes this way. So it's the coconut flour with a little salt and pepper in it, the egg, and then we have, instead of panko breadcrumbs, I'm using some unsweetened coconut flakes. Okay, and you can pre-toast those if you want. I don't think it's necessary because it's going to go into the frying pan anyway. So then we've already dredged one, and so we take them out of our marinade. We roll them into our coconut flour, then into our egg, and then lastly into our coconut flakes. And when this coconut is cooking in the frying pan, it just makes your house smell so delicious. It makes it smell very summery. So let's get a few of those done. We'll just do a few of them so that we can get this these tacos assembled, okay? And I've already made the flour tortillas earlier today so that we don't have to spend a whole lot of time doing that. And on one of our videos, we'll show you how to make your own flour tortillas. Okay, so I think that's enough for now. We're gonna pause for a moment so I can get the frying pan ready, get the oil nice and hot for you, and then we'll come back and fry them and finish off our tacos, okay? Okay, I think our oil's ready now. So we're gonna start putting our fish in there. And it cooks fairly quickly, so but you want to get it on all sides. Be gentle with it. Nice golden crust it gets on it. I'm going to turn down a little bit because I don't want it to cook too fast. There we go. Alright. I can smell that coconut toasting in there and the oil. It just smells so good. I used a vegetable oil for this. And you don't want too much, you just want it to be pan fried, not deep fried. So this way you can turn it easier. And I think if you deep fry it, then you don't get this golden color to it, and you risk not cooking it all the way. And just be gentle with it because it is a flaky fish and it will fall apart on you. Okay, we're almost there. Literally takes like maybe 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, now we're going to turn off the burner because they're done. So it's been like 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to drain them on some paper towel. Oops, that one broke up. It's okay. It's going to go in the taco anyway. It's going to be delicious. Sorry about that. All right, well, let's put that aside. It's hot oil, to be very, very careful with it. so now we have our two types of fish. We have our fried fish, and then we have our flaky chili flavored fish. All right. Now we're going to warm up our tortillas for the, hang on one second while I get rid of this. Okay, now we're going to, this is my little griddle. I did have a comal that my brother made for me, but I left it at a party and no one ever returned it, so we're going to use this instead. All right, so we get that nice and hot. We're going to warm up our tortillas that we made before. Here. And while we're waiting on that to warm up, I did make a slaw, and the slaw to put on top of the tacos. And what's in the slaw is basically Savoy cabbage, shredded carrot, and cilantro. Okay, and we put all that in a bowl. All right, and then we're gonna salt it. Salt. Gonna drizzle some olive oil in there. And our limes, because we love lime in all our stuff. So juice of about half a lime for that much. You don't want a whole lot because we have a lot of flavors going on in these tacos. Okay, give that a quick toss. And it's ready to top our tacos. We also made some quick pickled red onions, and that's basically just, oops, let me move that out of the way. It's your sliced red onion with apple cider vinegar, salt, and about a tablespoon of, sorry, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon of honey. And you just let it sit for about a half hour, and you get these beautiful onions that we're going to top it with. I like my tacos, my food to look colorful, and that's going to really help. I also made these other sauces. This one is an avocado cream sauce, and that one will go on the flaky chili fish. And this one, there's only a little bit in there because I used the rest and put it in a squeeze bottle. But that one is a Chipotle sour cream sauce. And again, if you want the recipes for those, for the sake of time, if you can just email me, shoot me a text if you know me, if you're here local, if you see me, let me know, or on Facebook, and let me know, and I will send you the recipes, okay? All right, I think our pan is nice and hot now. So we're gonna warm some up. Gonna warm two of them up, and I'll show you in a little bit. These are better, of course, if you make them while you're doing your tacos, but sometimes we don't have time for everything, so we tend to prepare things ahead of time. Okay, we get one more. I don't recommend using your fingers. This is years of flipping tortillas. I don't have fingertips anymore, and therefore I don't really feel the heat that much. So, but use a spatula, obviously, just be safe with it. All right, so those are done. Let's get that out of the way. Woo, hot, hot, hot. All right, so I don't have taco holders, so I made my own. And you can see here, I just took some skewers, and for one of them, I used cardboard. I'm not going to use that one today. And then for this one, I had some really pretty cardstock, and I just poked holes in it and put some skewers through it, and I think it's a nice presentation. You can also order some metal ones from Amazon or wherever you like to get them. But this is what we're going to use today. We'll put our tortillas there. Okay, and so on one of them, we're going to do the chili fish. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the rich color it has, and trust me, when you taste it, oh my goodness, you're gonna love that. All right, and on the other one, we're gonna take one cod fillet that we fried, and for the chili sauce one, the chili fish, just gonna drizzle it with some of this avocado one, and that one has avocado, cilantro, onions, tomato, lime, and salt. And on this one, we're gonna do a little squeeze of this stuff. I love this stuff, so I put a lot on there. All right, and then we top it with our slaw. Both of them get the slaw. The slaw is delicious. I sometimes put jicama in it too. I didn't want to use up all my jicama because I have plans for it for something else. And then we top it with our red onions, pickled red onions. And these are super, super tasty. Look how colorful that is. Isn't that beautiful? Wait till you taste it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look how pretty that is. Go crazy if you want. I like to have it, like I said, nice and colorful. All right. And then, if you want to, you can drizzle a little more on top. Just a little bit. And I think that one we'll leave alone. And then a little top of cilantro. Wow, look at that. And there you have it. Your fish tacos 2 ways. So you have your gluten-free fried taco. I know we put it in a tortilla shell, so it's not gluten-free anymore. But you can also, instead of a tortilla shell, you can use some lettuce leaves. So then that makes it completely gluten-free. I hope you enjoyed this show. I know it took a little longer than normal. Stay tuned, and next I'll take suggestions for what our next show should be. I know I've gotten a lot of suggestions for the enchilada sauce or tortillas or whatever you guys would like. Please shoot me an email at madeliciousfood@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to take all your suggestions and come up with something exciting for next show. Again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and share as often as you can. And I love having you come into my kitchen because I love food and I want you to love food, and I understand that food doesn't have to be complicated. It's simple ingredients to make a fabulous meal. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.